Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So over the past couple weeks you've heard me talking about us building a tie-down support system for the Lance truck camper. That's what you see behind me. And I wanted to kind of go over that and show you guys this and show you what exactly we're doing so it makes a little more sense. So check this out. So this is my dad's Lance truck camper. Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So over the past couple weeks, you've heard me talking about us building a tie-down support system for the Lance truck camper. That's what you see behind me. And I wanted to kind of go over that and show you guys this and show you what exactly we're doing so it makes a little more sense. So check this out. So this is my dad's Lance truck camper. It is a, I believe, 2003 or 4. I think it's 2004. Now this sits directly in the bed of Big Red, of his 2003 Dodge Ram dually diesel. It's a great camper. It's a big camper. It's 12 foot long, over 12 foot long. Now, when we got this, it was actually a total. This was bought brand new, and when the guy was driving it home, he did not use the support system, and it rolled right out of the back of the bed when he went around a corner. And long story short, my dad had always wanted one of these, but they were just way too expensive, and we ended up getting this one for a really good price. And he repaired it, and there was nothing wrong on the inside or any of that. It was just a little bit, you can probably see it right here, just a little bit right there. So he went ahead and it broke off one of the jacks on the front, and he fixed that, which you guys know at this point, if you've watched this channel at all, this is not a challenge for my dad. this is, simple. So long story short, the tie-down system's important, right? And so when I say tie-down system, this is what I'm talking about. You got an anchor point here, you have this contraption, and then the chain, and there's a bar, goes right here. Okay, now there's that one, and then there's this one in the front right here. Okay, right there by the front. These are what we've been building. Okay, this is the bracketry and all of that is on the truck. These attached to, okay, to you got the bar that comes out that goes into the contraption we just built, and that bar has a chain, and that chain comes up and hooks onto here. Okay, that's how this works. Now, worked great for us. We've had zero issues with this. But I wanted you to kind of get an idea of what we're talking about, because what's a truck camper? What's a Lance truck camper? What do you mean by a tie-down system? What do you mean you got to tie it down? I mean, there's a million questions, right? Well, look how big this is. It's 3,700 pounds that sits in the bed of the truck, and it's tall. So it also has a slide out and all the things. So this is a unit. It's got a generator in the back. It's got a water tank. It's got a bathroom in it with a shower. 2 big propane tanks in here. I mean, there's a lot to this, right? So it's got solar on the roof, air conditioning, all the things. So let me just give you a tour of this so you guys understand what we got. We're gonna walk around the back here. So this is this side of it. You kind of come in the side here as we get attacked by a wasp. Come in the side here. And this is pretty much what you got, right? You got a nice kitchen, microwave, sink, stove, refrigerator, freezer. You got cabinetry, all the things. You got under the sink storage. This is the door. Up here you got cabinets, more cabinets here. This is for your exterior lights, your docking lights, and your camper jacks. All of that right there. This is the bathroom. Got a shower. It's not a big shower, but it's better than no shower. Sink, toilet. And I'll tell you what, when you're driving down the highway and you got to go to the bathroom and there's nothing around and nowhere to go, this thing's amazing. You just hop out, go to the bathroom. You got your bunk here. When I say bunk, this is your slide out right here. So this goes out, gives you a lot more room here. This makes into a bed, which is pretty great. And then up here is your bed. And you got storage. You got storage back in there, here. You got a little curtain here that comes across. You got your escape hatch right there. It does have the max air fan here. And it's got the Coleman Mac AC, which works great, and heat. You got this would be your window going into the cab of the truck. If you wanted to slide from there into here, you could, if you were small enough. This is a step right there that comes down so you can assist you in getting up. Nice fridge, freezer. You even have you've even got a little pantry. So this was actually my house for 6 months. And where were we? We were right by Mount St. Helens. It was just me and my wife in here with my dog Winston. Did great. Cooked on this stove every night. We were in Longview, Washington, but she was working in Gresham, Oregon, which is right outside of Portland. And but that's where we were staying at a KOA there, and it was just fantastic. The only reason we upgraded to the fifth wheel you see there in front of this is her daughter, Lizzie, was going to come out and live with us, and she needed a place to be. And so we went ahead and got the bigger camper. But long story short, boys, this is our Lance truck camper. This is what we're probably going to take to Alaska here, hopefully sooner than later. We want to take a trip up there. My Uncle Rick works in Seward, Alaska, and owns a company up there, Adventure 60 North. And they do, it's kind of an outrigging company. They do deep sea fishing, glacier tours, kayaking tours, all that kind of stuff. Hiking, and we want to go see them. I've never been up there, and this has been there once, and so now we're gonna try to make it twice. So that's the idea. But to do that, Big Red has to be able to make it, and then this has to be able to make it, and this is pretty good. So now it's down to getting the truck right. But this is the tie down system we've been working on here, and it's just simply to hold this from tipping over, okay, tipping out of the truck. It kind of makes it one. So stay tuned. I'll bring you out there. I'll show you the new system he's got hooked up and all the bars and everything. He's got it all done, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, all right, so we're back out here at the frame. You guys just saw the camper. So this would be the front support that we were talking about. So this would hook on that bar, that tubular bar coming down, right? Just like that. So that's the idea. These bars slide into this contraption that Ron built. And then we hook onto here, you tighten those down, and you're done. Same thing back here. This would be the back set we were looking at. Hooks right on there, and you go. And that's all we got to do. That's it. And then it doesn't roll out of the truck. It's pretty good. It takes a lot of the sway out of it. So, as of right now, that's where we're at, boys. Frame's pretty much done for now. I am going to come out here and paint these bolts just to give them some protection. Get that done at some point. But otherwise, pretty much done. Now, we did just now go ahead and, as you can see, cars are everywhere. Got the thing, the 40, the Chrysler. We moved everything so we could get the frame, the old frame, back here. Now, the only thing left to do to this frame is cut it up. I am going to save the engine mounts, these here, and the transmission brackets here. On the off chance that I decide to put a Cummins diesel in something, I can at least have the motor mounts. I mean, where do you get those, right? I don't know. But since I have them and they're in good shape, might as well, right? So we're going to cut those off, and otherwise everything else gets just chop sueyed into probably 3-4 foot sections, and then we'll get rid of it, and that'll be that. So this is done, but now it opens up the bottom here. So now we can get under here. It's probably starting tomorrow, and start this rush repair, cutting out this rot and cleaning up the bottom here and getting this ready for pour 15 and for bed liner, and then the cab's ready. So still work to do, but we're getting there. Really the big hold up right now, and it just is what it is the financials to get all the parts for the engine, just because there's a bunch of it and they cost a lot of money. So as we go here, we'll keep getting parts, and this is probably going to take us another month just to get all the parts, the turbo, the monster ram, the fuel lines, all the things. I mean, there's still, I'd say, every bit of $300 to $3,500 left to put into that engine before it goes back in. And the transmission's about $3,000. So when you look at that, you know, and then you look at the stuff we put on the frame and everything else, we're going to have about 10 grand in this. But we'll have a really nice truck, and that'll hopefully last us another 20 years. And that's the idea. So not the end of the world when you plan on keeping it, right? When it's the keeper, then it gets what it needs, and this is what it needs, and that's why we're doing it. So anywho's, I'm going to leave you guys with that. There's our Apache. We'll get back on this monster here shortly once we get this truck together. And yeah, so hope you guys have a great night. Hope you had a great weekend. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning for the rust repair on the cab. So that's where we're going to be. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys.